Hiya everybody and welcome back to Kevin's Upfront Opinion today. And it's when my phone goes off just as I start. Now today what I thought I'd do is a video I do once a year. Okay, because tomorrow is my firstborn daughter's 17th birthday. Okay, and she's also a daughter I have not seen in the last 17 years. Okay, so every year, okay, I borrow a birthday card, just like I borrow a Christmas card. Okay. And truth be known, and I'll be brutally honest, I ain't gonna lie about it. I know she ain't gonna get it. All the rest of our birthday cards and Christmas cards are right in there. Under the stairs, with all my accounts and business work, for work at the end of the day. So, normally, I'd have my other daughter here, okay, which is her younger sister, but she's never met. She's never been able to meet, not because of me. I won't say why. That's for another day. This is the card she's got her. Okay, so this is the one, but my daughter Jemima picked her, and it's basically an S, as you can see, with sister. Now, my daughter Jemima is out at the moment, so we're unable to do that one. But I have got her a birthday card here. Okay, and because of the glare on it, because it is gloss, it just says for a special daughter who is much loved on your birthday and every day the whole year through. Okay, so I've got to get that written, which I can probably quickly do whilst I'm talking to you at the same time. Now, a lot of people will say to me, Kevin, it's been 17 years. Why are you still doing this to yourself? Why? And I thought, I've got to be honest about it, because there are a lot of people, like for instance, my stepfather, my father-in-law, my father, and a few friends that I won't mention names of, who are completely against me and saying, Kevin, it's been 17 years, you need to stop doing this stuff. You need to stop doing it before you destroy your marriage even more than you already have. Okay, and your wife ends up walking out on you, okay, and taking the rest of your kids. And the easy way to answer it is, yeah, those things may happen, okay, but the reality is, I have to be honest to myself, and I've always had the philosophy in life, but you always have to be honest to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. And I can't let it go. As much as one bit of me says I should let it go, I can't let it go. Because she's still my daughter. Whether she wants to speak to me, whether she knows I'm alive or dead, I can't answer that. I can't. Okay. But she is still my daughter, and as many arguments as I've got in, especially in the last year, defending her, okay, and she doesn't know that I've defended her, and I've got in some real big arguments with people who I ain't going to mention on this video because I've defended her, even though she's never met any of my children. I will still defend her at the end of the day because she is my eldest child at the end of the day. So from my point of view, I can't give up. Because if I give up, in a way, I'm going to end up like my grandfather. Now, I adored my grandfather, in a way. My grandfather was my hero. Okay, the only person I could ever look up to. And some people may say I take after him a bit too much. Mainly, as my wife would say, I'm a jerk and I'm But, you know, and he died a few years after my daughter was born. So he died in what, 2014. And he was the person I always looked up to. And the way I look at it is because he had a daughter that he never met. And she came on the scene. Now, obviously, she doesn't live in the UK. Okay. Because my grandfather, during the Second World War, okay, he served, he was in the RAF and he flew the balloons, but obviously cut the wings off aircraft. Okay. And he served in the Africa campaign. And then he went over to Malta, which was obviously one of the most heavily bombed places because obviously the Italians wanted to get to Africa, and then obviously the Americans and British used Malta as a strategic point to get into Sicily, to get into Italy for the road up to Germany. And my grandfather, being a guy that had a bit too much time on his hands, got a bit frisky with the locals and ended up having a daughter. Now, my mum never met her because she always thought she was the eldest until a few years ago. I've never actually met this aunt. You know, like I say, she lives in Australia at the end of the day. And I don't want to turn into my grandfather. And when I say that, what I mean is that, let's say, for instance, I was died tomorrow and she comes looking for me and I ain't going to be there, and she's going to find is a few brothers and sisters that she's going to get to meet and get to know. And I don't want it to end up like that because that's the reality. And that's why when everybody says, oh, she'll come looking for you because every girl wants to know their father at the end of the day. No, they don't. People can tell me that to try and make me feel better, but that's not reality. So that's why I always do this to myself. No matter how much psychological damage I'm doing to myself, okay, I've still got to do this. And no matter how much, at the end of the day, it's not just psychological damage to myself, it's what it's potentially going to cost me in the long run. And that's what I've always taken into account, and that's why I keep on doing this to me. So, this is going to be another card. Like I said, my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She'll be 17. This will be another card, which will be put under the stairs. Most of our cards are up in the attic. Okay. And if she comes round one day, or I'm able to actually track her down, then she can have them all. And it's as simple as that at the end of the day. And I hope she does, because it's not about me. I've said for many years, it's not about me. Because she's got every right to know her brothers and sisters. And I wouldn't stop her. She wants to go and if she wants to come and knock on my door and say, I don't want to talk to you, but I want to meet my brothers and sisters, fine. I ain't got a problem with that. So, that's your card done, Amy. If you want to come and pick it up, you can come and pick it up whenever you want. Okay, or if you want to meet any of your brothers and sisters, which you haven't met yet, even though your other cousins has, your mum has, your aunts and uncles have, okay, all you've got to do is knock on the door. Or give my wife a phone call. Okay, but for now, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all again